Now, in conclusion, you're probably wondering, all right, Seth, if you could only buy one marathon racing shoe again right now in Here we go, marathon racing shoe battle between the Saucony Endorphin Pro right there and the New Balance RC Elite. I have decided, so as I prepare in this upcoming week for the Marathon Racing Shoe Matrix vlog, and I have decided to push ahead even though there are 3 other companies that I know of. I'll just mention them to you right now. Hoka, On, okay, which is actually, it's already released. On has not sent me a pair. I don't even remember the name of it. Is it the Cloud Flyer? I'll put it on the screen right now. Or maybe it's the Bloom. I don't even remember. But Hoka, On, and yes, oh yes, Atreyu. Okay, so those 3, but I've decided if I keep pushing it off and pushing it off, there's just going to be another company releasing another carbon fiber plate racing shoe. So we are going to press ahead in this upcoming week for the Marathon Racing Shoe Matrix vlog. Just so all of you know what day, I'm not exactly sure. I'm working on the research right now. But for today, we're doing a battle between, there it is, once again, the Endorphin Pro and the RC Elite. All right, and this is, oh yeah, upper right-hand corner for the, actually, first impression for this guy. And is it the first? Yeah, first impression for this guy, and then the full review, upper right-hand corner, if you want to do a deep dive into either one of these shoes or both of them. All right, here we go. Let's kick it off. Saucony 8mm drop, New Balance 10mm drop. All right, so a little difference there of 2mm. Again, Saucony 8, New Balance 10. For the stack height, we're looking at 35mm in the heel for the Saucony Endorphin Pro, 27mm in the forefoot. For the New Balance RC Elite, we're looking at 36mm in the heel, 26mm in the forefoot. All right, so pretty close actually as far as that heel stack height, 1mm difference. And in my size for the weight, let's just confirm, I haven't weighed the Endorphin Pro in a little while, but for the RC Elite, let's put it on the scale. 6.7 ounces in my size, and the Endorphin Pro, I believe, is a little heavier, 6.8. So they are so close. 0.1 ounce difference between the Endorphin Pro and the RC Elite. Out of all the carbon fiber plate shoes released in 2020, I think these 2 are the closest in weight. Very interesting. I know the Meta Racer is lower, and I know obviously the Alpha Fly is quite a bit heavier, not a lot, but I think it's about a ½ ounce heavier, again, in my size. For the upper, here we go. I'm gonna just do the heel test, okay, just real quick here. I'm gonna say that the heel counter in the Saucony is more nimble, for sure, 100%, okay? So maybe a little more rigidity there through the RC Elite. I'm gonna give the breathability win to the Endorphin Pro, and it's a little thinner, absolutely. I don't mind the RC Elite, but I foresee in the future, in the next iteration of the RC Elite, that they're gonna streamline and make this upper even thinner. So I'm gonna give the win in the upper to the Saucony Endorphin Pro. And for that midsole and the energy return and the ride of the midsole, okay? Let me just do this test for you right there, and then this guy right there, okay? So the winner of the overall midsole ride, 100% for me, is the Endorphin Pro. And here's a couple reasons. First of all, I think the resilience of the midsole, and I felt it in the foot strike during the testing. The resilience of the carbon fiber plate is definitely it's just a little more snap, 100%. And the durometer test in the Endorphin Pro, it's not nearly as soft. Remember, I talked about this just last week. The RC Elite is a little bit of a soft midsole landing, which is fine and it's good for saving the legs, but I think especially in a racing environment, I want something that is not going to be too soft, meaning I'm squishing down into the ground too much through my foot strike. So the midsole winner is the Endorphin Pro. And onto the outsole, it's a little more difficult to compare these. First of all, the outsole, I'm not too concerned as long as there's not too much rubber. You all know that. But I'm gonna say for a hilly course, that has the potential to be wet. I was running in this shoe last week when it was snowing here in Denver, and it was kind of slick out actually. I felt very confident in the RC Elite for the outsole pattern. So I'm gonna give the win for the outsole to the RC Elite if you are on a paved course that has hills and they're potentially very wet, or maybe it's even raining in the middle of the race. I would personally feel more confident running faster down hills or on corners or whatever it is in the RC Elite versus the Endorphin Pro. Even though it has some crystal rubber on the bottom of the Endorphin Pro, the win goes to the RC Elite for the outsole. Okay, for the fit, I am having a tough time. I'm gonna go, I don't know, I hate to do this. I'm gonna go with a tie. I went true to size on both shoes, no issues at all. It's tough, man. They're both fit great. I didn't feel any issues with slipping or lockdown issues, so I'm just gonna say a tie. Like both of them, like even with issues, like no issues with the width through the midfoot, definitely through the toe box. I don't know. It's a hard choice to make as far as the fit of the shoe. So I'm gonna go tie for the Endorphin Pro and the RC Elite. Now for the comfort, and why would comfort matter for a marathon racing shoe? Here's an example. If you are racing your first marathon and your legs might not be ready for 26.2 miles on pavement, and you're just a little concerned, like how are my legs gonna feel the last 6 miles, 3 miles? Like, are my legs gonna start to ache and my knees start to ache? That's an example of where the overall comfort of the ride, comfort of the, not as much the upper, but especially that midsole. So I'm gonna go Fuel Cell RC Elite for the New Balance Fuel Cell RC Elite for the win, for the comfort. Just again, a little softer ride, a little gentler, more gentle on your legs. For the durability prediction, I went 200 miles for the Endorphin Pro, 300 miles for the RC Elite. I think the reason the RC Elite is gonna win in the durability department is, again, this outsole I think is gonna be more resilient, so you're gonna get a little more longevity out of that outsole, and the upper is just a little thicker. It's just a little more material happening through that upper, which means I could foresee this upper on the Endorphin Pro eventually wearing out. So I'm gonna stick with that 200 and 300 for the durability prediction. And last but not least, on to the price point. Here we go, 225. 200, 225, 200. Of course, the Endorphin Pro wins. The more I think about it, that's an incredible number. $200 for this shoe. I'm amazed that it is not $225. And frankly, after running in the Brooks Hyperion Elite 2, which is at $250, I would buy this shoe right here, the Endorphin Pro, before the Brooks Hyperion Elite 2 in a heartbeat. Save you 50 bucks. The $200 price point, and the Adidas Audi-Zero Adios Pro is the other shoe, that marathon racing shoe with a carbon fiber plate that is also coming in at $200, just so you know. But winner, chicken dinner to the Saucony Endorphin Pro for the price point. Now, in conclusion, you're probably wondering, all right, Seth, if you could only buy one marathon racing shoe again right now in 2020, would it be the RC Elite or the Endorphin Pro? Drum roll. Endorphin Pro. That's what it would be. First of all, you're gonna save a little bit of money. I enjoyed the ride of the Endorphin Pro more than the RC Elite. A little smoother, and again, more energy return, a little more responsive through the foot strike. Love the RC Elite, great shoe. Again, a little gentler on the legs, solid shoe, and it's a little lighter, and I love light shoes. I'm actually a little surprised that I didn't pick this one because it is lighter, just a little bit, but it is lighter than the Endorphin Pro. But if I had to choose, I would go Endorphin Pro for another marathon racing shoe purchase in 2020. And yes, the Matrix is gonna put them all together very, very soon. But question of the day, and I asked this like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ago, so thanks for bearing with me. But again, if you could remind me down in the comments, what do you want to know most about? And I believe a lot of people said ride and energy return. And yeah, I think that was what the conclusion was, but I'm going to ask again because there's always new subscribers. Welcome, by the way. Let me know in the comments, what do you want me to talk about in the Marathon Racing Shoe Matrix vlog? There you go. That's it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Marathon Racing Shoe Battle in the books. New Balance RC Elite versus the Saucony Endorphin Pro. Good Both great options. Really, oh gosh, it's fun. So anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. All right, onward and upward. We'll toss it to the Saucony Endorphin Pro. Full review right there, right there. Saucony Endorphin Pro right there, right. Cancel that, cancel that. I just remembered. Somebody emailed me and said, probably 2 weeks ago, and said, Seth, could you make a new playlist on the channel in one place, just carbon fiber plate racing shoes, okay? Or actually, I'm gonna say racing and or training shoes, okay? So right here, just shoes with carbon fiber plates in them. It's a lot of vlogs. It's a lot. You're gonna have a heyday there. Carbon fiber plate racing shoes, right there, right there. Brand new playlist created today for all of you. All right, everyone. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.